Alright, something happened miserably. I have no idea what it was on its own. Let's see. Looks like we are back up though. God, I'm not sure how this happened. It just kind of failed. Alright, anyway, let's take a look. Bam. Alright. That was weird. It just kind of failed out of nowhere for some reason. I don't know what happened or why it did it in the first place. It just kind of went down and killed itself. Started going to bad stream health for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Let's take your calls in a second here. Let me go ahead and actually pause this just for a second until we can get this stuff back up. God, I have no idea what just happened. It just all of a sudden said it was in bad stream health, and I've never had that problem before. Or it just was like, we don't want to work. We don't want this to be cool. And I was like, whoa, why is that? That's definitely a problem. We are back up, but still nobody on it. I don't know what's going on right now at all. Info and settings, claiming options. Yeah, it's all taken care of. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Alright, anyway. God. It's like we're jinxed today. Something's going wrong. Just when you start to get the better of things, things go and just decide to fail out or crap out. Well, we're back up 23 people. We were up to 185, 190 people. And then the stream just decided to go and die. Unfortunately, so let's I'm not sure what happened. That's no fun when a live stream fails and just dies. Pretty much just lost everybody. Let's see, what can I do? Can I do an announcement? Whoops, there we go. Edit. Apply. Make that the live show. We're up to 35. We're getting there. Nowhere near where we were before. Not exactly sure what happened. Anyway, let's go ahead and post that back up. Alright, well, let's just start talking. If there's not enough people in here, that's fine. I don't know why the hell that just failed. It decided it wanted to die and didn't work anymore. Alright, Alright, well, let's just go ahead and start back up again. Let's go ahead and take your calls. Give me a call right now, 619-618-0268. If you guys can pimp it out on Facebook and Twitter, just be like, come stop by the Over the Limit pay-per-view predictions, call-in show, whatever you want to. I guess this is part 2, unfortunately, because the last one just felt like we don't want to work properly, and it just pisses me off. That shouldn't have happened. I'm not exactly sure why it died or why it failed in the first place, but anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. So we have the Fatal 4-Way match. It's on screen now. It feels kind of thrown together, in my honest opinion, unfortunately. It feels like they just wanted to fill time or fill, a void. I mean, they've all been building a pretty good storyline, in my opinion, so it's not like it's coming out of complete left field. But why is Jericho in there? Where did Jericho come from? Are they that desperate But, jeez. Go ahead and give me a call right now, 619-618-0268, as we try to get our stream back. Go ahead and make sure you meet the stream. Yeah. The Big Show, probably. I don't know what they're doing with Big Show. I don't know why they did this firing storyline out of nowhere. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting it at all, and I was a little disappointed. I mean, I think they're treating Big Show like crap. Maybe it just goes to show that Johnny Laurinaitis is not set to run Monday Night Raw, which kind of sucks because people don't realize that John Laurinaitis is actually a good guy behind the scenes. He's the one that hires, fires. He's the one that does all that kind of stuff. And pretty much anybody that's ever been in the WWE has had to go through and work with John Laurinaitis. So they're portraying him like a real ass. And his character on TV is really bad. And I hope that if he gets fired, which I hope he does, I don't know why, because the shows have seemed to be getting a little better, that Big Show does come back. But if Big Show comes back, I don't want him to do a singles competition. I want him to be a tag team. He's so much better when he's in a tag team. Show Miz, Jericho. He's a better tag team competitor, him and Kane. As a singles competitor, I'm not a big fan of him. Maybe he comes back during the match. Maybe it's not the last match of the night, and then he puts him back in a match with Cody Rhodes. Maybe he helps Johnny Ace win. Do you want to see Johnny Ace get fired? You want to see him gone? You'd love to see him get him fired. Is that because you like John Cena, or you're just sick of him? Like, you don't want Cena to lose, or you're just sick of Johnny Ace? You just hate John Laurinaitis. Yeah, I do too. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I hope it's not the last match of the night, but I'm pretty sure it will be. So, anything else, man? Do you have a YouTube channel you want to pimp out? I don't know. Maybe Eve. You know, that she has been building herself up to take over. So, maybe she builds herself up and then she eventually competes for the Divas title because she seems to be thinning out the Divas division. And then she goes for the title herself, and then she's no longer GM, and maybe we get to see Teddy Long back. I don't know. I like Teddy Long. I've been a huge Mac Militant fan, but I don't know. I mean, everybody complained that Teddy Long always did tag team main events. Well, ever since Johnny Ace has been in charge, there's been numerous tag team main events. So, I like Teddy Long. All right, anything else, man? Your YouTube channel you want to pimp out? All right, thank you very much for calling. All right, let's see who, jeez. Seems like every time. We're getting back up a little bit. We got 80 people now. Unfortunately, we pretty much lost a majority of our audience because YouTube decided to fail me. What is up? Who is this? Make sure to mute the stream, man. All right, what's up? I think who was it? Was it Arn Anderson or Pat Patterson? It was one of the guys that said, you don't just throw tag teams together, you come up together. Yeah, I can't remember if it was Arn Anderson. But they basically said, you know, they're sick of them just throwing the tag team to. Ooh, Randy Orton won. That was my prediction. So, I don't like the fact that they're just throwing together tag teams. You know, I like that they're trying to get a tag team division going. You know, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, for the fans' sake, make a pretty good tag team because the fans seem to love both of them. But as far as a good tag team, Primo and Epico are good. I like them. It's awesome to see him win when they shouldn't with a backstabber. I don't know who does it, if it's Primo or Epico. Both of them come from a good wrestling family. Right now, though, the tag team, you know, you have Swagger, You have Dolph Ziggler, like you said, but then you also have guys like Titus O'Neil. It's not Percy, Darren Young. That are a little bit better as a tag team, but the WWE still isn't like showcasing the tag teams. They keep doing these tag team matches to feature the singles matches, like putting Sheamus and Randy Orton versus Jericho and Alberto Del Rio. We're not getting to see really good tag teams. Ever since Primo and Epico dropped the belts, and even before that, where are they? They're not on TV. They're nowhere to be seen. They're just watching the show, and it's a huge disappointment. I mean, they could have a good tag team division, but I don't think the WWE will ever be successful again in the tag team division unless they have tag teams that come up together through FCW or developmental or wherever they're coming from. They have to be guys like Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, where they worked their way up. They went to Smokey. They went to all those. Just pairing guys together just doesn't really seem to work, because they end up failing. Look at Awesome Truth. That failed miserably. So I honestly, I don't think the tag team division's getting better. I mean, I like Dolph Ziggler, and it seems like his path is kind of set in stone, because it looks like at WrestleMania 29 it's going to be him versus Ryder. So I think that pretty much eliminates the chance of Dolph Ziggler getting a push in the next year. Dolph Ziggler will be the face of the WWE eventually, if the WWE Universe ever takes to him. He is the best seller in the WWE right now. He is the best talent. He's great on the microphone. He's got Vicky Guerrero. I just wish she would... Ugh. I'm sick of Vicky Guerrero, but... Who's your favorite... Go ahead. You don't necessarily need Vicky Guerrero, but just like, Johnny Ace is a heel GM, she's so over. The fans hate her, and that's what the WWE looks for. They look for reactions, whether it's good reaction or bad reaction. She gets, booed. If the WWE Universe wants to get rid of her, don't give her a reaction. Just don't hate her, don't like her. And the WWE would be screwed if that happens. So, anything else, man? Alright, thank you very much for calling. Alright, let's see what else we have. We're up to 108. Stream is still in good health. Why it failed the first time, I have no idea. We're taking a look at the Divas match. Last match in the Fatal 4-Way was Randy Orton, who I think is legitimately going to win. The Divas match, Layla and Beth Phoenix. Rumor going around is that Karma's not going to make an appearance. The WWE really has no plans for her return in the near future, which is kind of a bummer. But make sure if you guys are going to get the pay-per-view, you can go to WWE.com, contact your satellite or cable provider. Like I said earlier, guys in the UK, you are one lucky bastards, because you guys get the pay-per-views cheaper, I think, compared to us United States folks who end up paying a lot of money. $44, I think it is. I think I even pay $54 because it's an HD. I'm not sure if it's a higher price or not, but I'm still going to buy it. I've bought every pay-per-view. The pre-show between Kane and Zack Ryder, there was a rumor on it. I don't think it was No DQ. It was PW Insider or PW Torch. One of them had actually said, and the first time I heard the story, I thought it was ludicrous and I thought it was crazy, was that the reason they want to do the pre-show is because then they can track you to see if you're someone called going to a free live stream and checking it out for free. And a lot of people do because they don't think the product is worthwhile, and I honestly think for some people it's really not worth buying. There's really no matches that right now that are too awesome to see. I think Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk will be one hell of a match. I think it'll probably go over 20 minutes, but it's not going to be the main event, and it honestly should be. Out of all the matches, Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk should definitely be the last one to go on. If you guys can do me a favor, if you guys can hit that like button on the live stream, it really does help me out. How? I have no idea. Up to 122 people. Let's go ahead and take a call right now. What is up? Who is this? Hello?
Hello?
Yep. There it is.
Are we Tubby?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, my computer's kind of laggy. What match are you on right now?
Beth Phoenix just beat Layla.
Oh, well, do you think that in the near future they're going to give AJ the Divas Championship?
No. No, because for her to get it, she'd have to take out Beth Phoenix or Layla. And I just don't see that happening. The next pay-per-view features her holding Daniel Bryan by the strings over a railroad crossing. So
Yeah, I saw it.
I think she'll be involved in the picture, but I don't think she'll be a Divas champion. Not for a while. Layla still made a return. They're still trying to get her over with the fans. And then they also still have Karma, who rumors saying that she's not going to debut at all, that she's going to be out a while. Kind of a huge bummer. I mean, WWE seemed to really love her, and then she went and got pregnant, and then she had problems, and huge sad story. But I don't know. I don't think AJ is going to get a title. For her to get a title would be, how do I say this? What's the right word here? I don't want to say asinine, because it would be cool to see her have a title. Kind of show that you don't have to be super bulky or spunky is the word I'm looking for. That a spunky diva could be the champion. But let's be honest, would the WWE really put the title on her? I mean, look at her. I mean, she took out Natalya, and that was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. Her slapping Natalya and hurting her. Natalya should have just been able to push her off and break her, in my opinion. So, I don't think they're going to give her the title. I think that they're just going to use her as a tease and use her to mess with Daniel Bryan. So, anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, go ahead and pimp out YouTube channel if you want to.
Alright, bye.
Alright, well, thank you. Alright, let's take another call. What is up? Who is this? What's up? Who is this? Alright, thank you for calling. I appreciate the call. Yes. What is up? Who is this? Okay. Thank you for calling. God, too much echo. Guys, make sure if you call in, please mute the live stream. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All you have to do is hit that mute button. What's up? Who is this? What's up? Who is this? Alright, thank you for calling. What's up? Who is this?
This is Andrew.
Alright, man, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the. What's this?
Okay, thank you for calling. What is up? Who is this?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
This Tubby?
Yeah.
Alright,
Make sure you mute the live stream, man.
Alright. I don't know if there's gonna be a major return in this upcoming match between John Cena and John Laurinaitis. I think that somebody like Wade Barrett's gonna return, because who else better? I mean, Goldberg could return, but I think it's gonna be Wade Barrett.
But he's still technically a WWE superstar, and the wording of the way it was going was it's not looking like it's going to be a guy like that from injury. I think it's going to be the Big Show. It's going to be Brock Lesnar possibly. It's going to be somebody who's technically fired or quit or that's not in the company. I do not think it'll be a regular superstar. It doesn't seem to make sense. You know, the way they word things in the WWE is always like, no superstar can interfere, which basically means, okay, that's why John Laurinaitis fired Big Show. Maybe Big Show's going heel and he's part of this whole thing. That would be hilarious. Maybe it was if come Monday Night Raw afterwards, Big Show and Johnny Ace are laughing backstage, going, you know, making fun of his voice. I think that would be epic. I would love to see that. I think that would be awesome to have Big Show go void, because there's really nobody for John Cena to go up against right now. So Big Show could be somebody to fill.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the WWE is kind of in panic mode because of the fact that Brock Lesnar's not going to be around very much. And they needed to fill the void somehow. They needed to get him off TV, and they went with basically going to do Brock versus Triple H, and that could be at SummerSlam is what they originally wanted, and it might happen next month. Who knows? I'll be interested to see what happens. But what do you think? I mean, who do you think is going to return? Who do you want to see return? If you could see anybody return,
For some reason.
why Goldberg?
I mean, first you had because first.
All right, let's see if this fixes it at all as we're back in the live control room. Oh, no, we're still going bad. What is happening here? I'm not sure what's going on here. It seems like we are back up. Not sure what's going on. Things just want to just not work today. They just want to be a fucking problem. Sure what's going on. We're back up. It went back to good health. I have no idea what's going on. It's not me. I contacted Machinima and not Machinima. A few other people that were live streaming, and they said they were going to bad health as well. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on or what's happening. The stream summary just goes to bad health, and then instead of ending it like last time where I did that, I didn't even restart it. I just kind of let it pause for a while, and it went back up. So I think we're still good. We're still streaming just fine, except we're back down to 19 people, which is kind of a problem. Let me make sure we're still live. Yeah, we're still live. We're still good. Let me go ahead and make sure we re-pimp it out here on Facebook and Twitter. I have no idea why this is happening or what is going on. I'm so confused right now. It's back up now, but gonna have to figure something out because it does absolutely not want to work. Something is happening. Are we back up now? Can you see everything and can you hear on screen? It's not me. My internet's working full power. It's just it goes to a bad stream health on YouTube. On YouTube's side, I switched to a backup streaming URL, and it seems to be working. Things just don't seem to want to work ever when I want to do something. It just seems like it wants to fail miserably as CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. What is going on? Yeah, it's being a dick, but it's back up right now. Unfortunately, the show is all the way down to 14 wonderful viewers. I have no idea what's going on, why it is being such a pain in the ass right now. Let's go ahead and take a call. What's up? You're on a broken stream that doesn't want to work. Who is this?
Hello?
What's up, man?
Hello? What's up, Tubby? It's the Captain MC.
Yep. What's
Yo,
up?
dude, guess what?
YouTube's being a pile of crap?
That is true, for one. I just wanted to tell you this now. Try to guess what?
I don't know.
I'm moving to Wisconsin.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Why would you want to in the first place?
For one, you live there, so yeah.
That's a horrible idea, but why would you move to Wisconsin?
No, it's definitely better than Chicago.
Nah, I like Chicago.
And are you okay? Because Chicago has a bit too much shooting, especially where I live.
I don't know, man. I think it's kind of cool. Oh, CM Punk retained the title on screen. Wow.
Yes. I really don't want him to win. I want to see Daniel Bryan as his WWE champion. He seems like a good champion.
He does, and I think he's gonna be.
But I don't think he's gonna win because after just coming out of a title loss. I don't think they're gonna let him win that quick, a bit early, like win a title back a bit, like early after just losing a couple months, like 2 months ago.
Well, they basically did a flip flop. Which put
Chris Jericho's supposed to win, but yeah, the dumb refs counted him out.
Yeah. Well, no. I think they could have.
Something various.
They could have fixed it, and they didn't. It's being a pain. I'm trying to talk to Machinima here to see if they know what's going on. I have no idea, to be honest with you.
They could have at least just said that they're going to do the match over to.
No, that would have wrecked the continuity, but I think they did something kind of cool. It just to throw in a fatal four-way to me just seems kind of backwards. It's like the WWE.
It seems like they just thought of it and then just didn't put a lot of thought up to it. And just made it.
Well, also, back when Sheamus became champion and Daniel Bryan was champion, there was really nobody to challenge on SmackDown. You had Big Show and Mark Henry, but that's not really a huge contender. And then you had Sheamus. And because, Randy Orton was caught up in storylines. But now, SmackDown is so top-heavy with, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, that Daniel Bryan will get buried if he stayed on SmackDown. So him coming to Raw or competing for the Raw title is a good thing.
I think he actually is on Raw now. I think he got drafted for somebody else. Because I think I saw somebody new on SmackDown that usually is on Raw. I forgot who they were. I don't know.
They've been doing that where they keep switching people.
I hate that. Why do they keep switching it? I mean, just if you're going to keep them on the show, keep them on the show.
Well, I think they're just going to show that things can happen at any time, because when you have a draft once a year, which has kind of been the staple the last 7-8 years.
I want to see the draft. I really do. I want to see, new faces on different shows.
But they can do that without necessarily switching. They don't need it to have a draft.
But I want to see them do the matches like they did last year. I don't know why they stopped doing it for. There's really no point.
No, I don't know. I'm personally liking the fact that they can switch at any time. That way we don't have to wait for a draft, because it's annoying as hell when you have to wait a year and you're sitting there going like, wow, this person should not be, they're getting buried on a Raw. Okay, well, let's just wait till next June, then they can finally go over to SmackDown to compete. I like the fact that things can change and the things that can spice up. I don't like the fact that the WWE is realizing that, it's time to put the title back on the poster boy Randy Orton.
Oh, God. Randy Orton has had the title too many times this year. Well, last year. He had the title about over 5 times, I believe.
Yeah, well,
I'm not quite sure.
And they also love Del Rio. I think Vince McMahon has a hard-on for Del Rio. He honestly does.
They used to, at first they were saying about Drew McIntyre, now it's all about Alberto. I don't get why they're switching it from who's the best and who isn't. Yeah,
they keep pushing Del Rio crazily. They love him.
Yeah.
There was a huge thing about Ricardo turning. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I was just gonna say
I think.
Go ahead.
I think Del Rio is just a kiss up.
He is. I just want this whole Johnny Laurinaitis thing to either end or just go full bore with John Laurinaitis.
Oh, please, fire him. And if he does lose against Cena, I'm pretty sure Teddy is going to take over.
I don't know. I love the Mac Militant. Everybody knows that that's my music, that's my song, but I don't see it happening. People are making wild predictions. They're like, Goldberg's coming back. I'm like, Goldberg is not coming back.
Wait, what? Goldberg is not coming back, dude. He's a bit too old right now. Isn't he in his 50s?
No, I think Goldberg could definitely come back. I just don't want to see him come back.
Yeah, I think they're trying to push that to the WWE.
They made it clear
just
that
like they did with Brock Lesnar. They pushed Brock Lesnar back to the WWE because the fans kept saying Brock Lesnar. They kept chanting Brock Lesnar.
No, Brock only came back because the money was good, and there's limited appearances. But
I'm pretty sure that Brock Lesnar is not quitting, because I think they're going to he's going to attack Cena at Over the Limit to help Johnny.
well, technically it's not an employee, so technically it could be. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But MC, anything else you want to say, man? I'm missing a lot of calls here.
Yeah, I want to ask you this. Have you seen, Nova, Uber Haxer?
Yep, of course I do.
Have you seen his new series, Sumataro? I'm not sure what it's quite called.
The sumo wrestling thing?
Yes, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I talked to him on Skype about it, but I don't really play it.
Oh, I wish. Oh, Tubby, I got an idea that you could do, like, in the future, just for a live stream. You should, like, make a live stream where you have, like, at least, like, 5 fans in the call, and you're, like, playing with them on WWE or something.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Oh, jeez. I paused the match by accident because my controller froze. All right, MC, Captain of MC. You guys can check him out on YouTube. Thank you very much for calling, sir.
I see.
All right. There we go. All right, let's talk about this match before we get any further. This is the tag team match that's going on at Over the Limit. Some people are kind of pissed that Primo and Epico aren't getting a rematch, or other tag teams aren't getting featured. You have the Usos, you have Epico and Primo, who are actually tag teams that belong together. These are tag teams that are just thrown together, have been, put up on the screen. And a lot of people get mad all the time. They're like, why doesn't WWE have a good tag team division? And I think the honest opinion, and my honest thing is, like we brought up earlier before the stream decided to go kill itself, was that it was Arn Anderson or one of them that said tag teams have to come up with each other. They have to come up through developmental. They have to, be actual tag team wrestlers. All of these guys aren't tag team wrestlers. They're just being thrown into tag teams. And by doing that, you're never going to have a good tag team division. It's not going to happen. Why would somebody watch teams that are just thrown together? I mean, look at Jack Swagger. 3 years ago, he was on his rise. He was a world heavyweight champion, regardless of his stutter, and now he's coming out with stupid hair and basically doing nothing. You have Dolph Ziggler now, who is the greatest seller in WWE currently, and he's got so much talent, and they're doing nothing with him. He's still with Vicky Guerrero and Jack Swagger. Everybody thought that last, I think it was Vengeance or one of the pay-per-views, it was eventually going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Jack Swagger, and they're going to break up the tag team, and yet it's kept going for over a year now. I'm ready for it to end. I don't know if the WWE is, because they're so tied up into their storylines. Let's go ahead and take a call. What is up? Who is this?
This is CoolFizz09 on YouTube.
What's up, man?
Well, I was just, wondering who you think the next legend could be that, comes back. Because, they're seeing that Brock got so much money coming back, and, they're trying to, push Batista and stuff. So who do you think's coming back?
I don't want to see anybody else come back. I mean, realistically, it's cool to see those guys kind of come back for a while, but
yeah,
when it's like a one-off thing that they're not back for a while, it just kind of kills the vibe for me. It's like, okay, they're back, but Brock Lesnar's back, and they're going to have to do creative stuff over the next year because he's probably only going to have 15, 20 more dates this year. And there's 40-some weeks left, so he's going to probably miss 2 to 3 weeks a month. He's probably only going to be around once a month or maybe a little over once a month. And they're going to have to come up with ways to get him off TV. And you look at other legends, if they came back, people keep saying Batista's coming back. I don't know where that's coming from. He's still training for MMA. He looked way skinnier. He dropped a lot of weight. I think it would be cool if Batista came back. WWE did feature a story with him on the, the title page of WWE.com, seeing people that just walked away. And I think it was right after Over the Limit is when he left because of John Cena AAing him on the car. And if I'm thinking of legends, though, no, I don't really want to see legends come back. I want to see him feature guys that are in the WWE now. Why is Dolph Ziggler not a champion yet?
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Why isn't Cody Rhodes a bigger champion. I mean, yeah, he's still kind of featuring the mid card, and he's making the mid card look a little better. But why does the WWE put so much emphasis on older guys and bringing back? You know, Lesnar was supposed to be a ratings draw. We don't know the Extreme Rules ratings or if they're out yet. The Revolution videos tell me that's why Batista's returning. Everybody keeps saying that, like the Revolution is a legend coming back. I hope the Revolution is not necessarily a new era, but like, okay, the young guys want their shot. The guys from NXT, they want to be featured. You have Damian Sandow, you have Antonio Cesaro, all these guys that can legitimately wrestle. But you're still featuring all the old guys. I don't want to see legends come back. I don't. So, what legend do you want to see come back? I mean, if you had to see a legend come back, who would it be?
Well, if he could actually wrestle, like good, then Shawn Michaels, because I just started watching it in 2011, and so I missed like a whole block of stuff. But you know, I still like watch old matches and all that. And I just think he's like awesome.
He is awesome, but at the same time, I think he's moved on. He left the business at a good time, but I don't really want to see him come back. So, how do you have a YouTube channel you want to pimp out, sir?
What?
You have a YouTube channel you want to pimp out?
Oh, sure. CoolFizz09. I upload like wrestling themes and like I've uploaded 2 videos of me playing WWE 12. But, yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Let's see. This match, let's talk about predictions. I don't even know what to call them. Do they even have a tag team name yet? Let's see. Kofi is Boom. We had Air Boom with Evan Airborne. R-Truth. Little Boom. Jimmy Boom. The Boom Jimmy. I can't even think of a tag team. Maybe the titles go back on Ziggler and Swagger, just to give them something, because they put in a lot of effort there. Dolph is like in the main event at all the house shows. Dolph wrestles John Cena. Dolph wrestles CM Punk. I was there when he wrestled CM Punk at the dark match at Extreme Rules, not Extreme Rules, the Raw after Elimination Chamber, and he puts in so much work, and he's such a worker. And the WWE has done nothing with him. They keep pairing him with Vicky Guerrero. Maybe he likes that. You know, next year his plan is to take on Zack Ryder for the Internet Championship. And hopefully, and this would sound kind of crazy, that match would be the pre-show. And it would be on the Internet and not on the pay-per-view. I think that would be awesome. Let's see, what else is here? Fuck off, WWE is shit. Okay. HBK should return. Batista Evolution and the Revolution has been airing, so that's why people thinking so. Maybe. Alright, let's take a call. What is up? Who is this? Alright, thank you for calling. If you're going to call, make sure you actually pick up. Alright, the stream's going good. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like things are sort of fixed. We were up to, like, I think 212 before, and then it just died. The live stream decided to fail miserably, so. Alright, what is up? Who is this?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Tubby?
Not a lot, man. What's going on?
Alright. Are you still doing the live stream?
Yeah, make sure you mute the live stream, bro.
Alright.
So, what do you think is gonna happen at John Cena and John Laurinaitis?
Somebody will interfere. John Laurinaitis will probably win, unfortunately, and he'll keep his job. My other thought is somebody interferes and cause John Laurinaitis to win, and then we finally get rid of him.
Well, I'm thinking Goldberg might return.
No. Nope. Can't say it. Nope. People keep saying that, like, it's coming out of left field. I don't know why people are saying Goldberg. Numerous people have said Goldberg now, and to me, for Goldberg to return just seems kind of crazy. it doesn't make sense to me at all. There is no reason. Brock, there was kind of a purpose. He sort of wanted to legitimize, and he had a huge contract. But what is Goldberg's motivation to come back? Nothing. He had an interview that said he would come back if it was good for everybody, or if he came back and it was for the good of, he's a business guy, and he didn't want to lose the way he did. And I think for Goldberg to come back, it would be a WrestleMania time. It wouldn't be middle of the year SummerSlam type time. So I honestly, I don't think if Goldberg comes back on Sunday, I will live stream GM mode for 24 hours. I don't think he's coming back whatsoever.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't see it happening. Anything else, man? You have a YouTube channel you want to pimp out?
Yeah, WWE Highlights 42.
Oh, I thank you very much for calling. Yeah, honestly, people keep saying Goldberg, and to me, it makes me like what? He has yet to fail at MMA. I'm waiting for him to go into MMA and fail miserably. That is my plan, as I sit here patiently waiting. Let's see if there's any specific rumors going around of the WWE right now that we can take a look at. Sparingly used X Division wrestler Anthony Nisi was granted his release from TNA Wrestling on Thursday. He wanted to compete at Pro Wrestling Syndicate, so he's out of the TNA. I don't remember him, so that's not really a huge deal. WWE talking about Chris Jericho leaving again. I think it's just a huge thing. But then comes an interesting story about Ryback. And they were talking about, the article on WWE.com was, they're looking at the winning streaks of Brodus Clay, Lord Tenzai, and Ryback, wondering who will lose first. And it was an interesting story to me because they kept saying that, Lord Tenzai pairing up with John Laurinaitis is actually going to cost him his win, and he's eventually going to lose. Could that happen at Over the Limit? Is that why the story was written? But he's a WWE superstar. So maybe before the show or during one of the commercial breaks, John Laurinaitis fires somebody. Maybe John Laurinaitis orchestrates something, and nobody's thought about this, but they said that it has to be no WWE superstar can interfere. He fired Big Show, Brock Lesnar quit, so technically either of those guys could interfere, but what if during one of the backstage segments, Johnny Laurinaitis fires somebody for pretend making fun of his voice, or Eve does, and then they come out later that night, interfere, John wins, and John hires him back. That's a possibility that I didn't really think of, but the story they were talking about was talking about Ryback, that he could likely prove to have the longest winning streak. Undefeated and unchallenged thus far, it seems probable he will continue winning and working his way up the WWE roster. Long story short, the WWE Universe should get used to the phrase, finish him. I like Skip Sheffield. Skip Sheffield? Did I just say that wrong? I like him. I like Ryback. I like the fact that they finally put him up against somebody that he could compete against. I think it was Heath Slater. And not just these local 110-pound kids that have absolutely no shot. At the same time, I think it's good that they're putting them up against local competitors versus squashing all the WWE talent. I think a lot of people complained about, Ryback going up against those guys. But if you look at it and they were to crush Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, all the mid-carders, it would effectively bury them. And it would suck. Oh, that's why the match is going forever. Vicky fucking Guerrero is interfering. All right, let's go ahead and take a call right now. Oh, what is up? Who is this? What's up? Who is this? All right, thank you very much for calling. All right, here we go. What is up? Who is this?
Hello?
Make sure you mute the live stream, sir.
Tubby,
Yep.
I have a question.
Yep. Just make sure you mute the live stream, man.
Huh?
Mute the live stream.
All right, I muted it. I have a question.
Yep.
I saw this comment and it says Jeff Hardy returns. What do you think? Is there any chance that he will be?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because isn't he still wrestling in TNA actively?
Yeah.
Yeah, he not an active superstar. It's got to be somebody that's kind of taking a step back from wrestling.
Or I suggested it was The Rock.
Rock doesn't have any purpose in coming back. He has really no reason to cause John Cena a loss. He already embarrassed him at WrestleMania and beat him. There is no reason for him to come back whatsoever.
Alright.
To face him.
Mm-hmm.
Not to me. I think there's a lot of other guys that could potentially come back, but it will not be The Rock.
Yeah.
It won't be him. Anything else?
No. I'm alright.
Alright, thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Alright, your call, guys. Quite a few of them pop up, and I try to answer as many as possible. Alright, let's see. Stream is still going good, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, it's a good thing, because the stream has been dying constantly throughout our afternoon. Look on screen, brand new tag team champions. Alright, what is up, caller? Who is this?
Adrian Peterson, 28 HB.
Awesome. So on screen right now, I don't know if you can see this, but Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger won. Do you think they're going to become tag team champions come Sunday?
No. I think Kofi Kingston will do Trouble in Paradise to Vicky Guerrero because she's trying to mess with the match, and she'll have him win.
He's gonna Trouble in Paradise Vicky Guerrero?
Yeah, Kofi Kingston.
Okay, as much as I would love to see that, I don't see Kofi Kingston. Maybe he knocks her off the apron, or Dolph Ziggler or Jack Swagger does, but I don't think he purposely hits the Trouble in Paradise on her. That would be a little too much damage to Vicky. I mean, it'd probably fix her face, but I don't see that happening. What did you want to talk about? What's your question?
What do you think they're going to do with Big Show?
Oh, I don't know. The WWE is kind of messed up. If he really was leaving, I think that's the shittiest way to go out, in my opinion. And I don't think he's going out. Honestly, to me, this is what I hope to legitimately have happen. I hope that come Sunday, Big Show comes out, chokeslams WMDs John Cena. Next night on Monday Night Raw, Big Show is backstage laughing his ass off with John Laurinaitis, and Big Show's sitting there pretending to make fun of his voice, and Eve's in there laughing, and Big Show turned heel, and Big Show's one of his henchmen, and John Lord Tenzai and Big Show team up.
All right, thank you. I have something else.
Go for it.
What do you think they're going to do with Lord Tenzai? Do you think they're going to have him lose the first match, or Ryback or Brodus Clay?
I saw that story on WWE.com. I just brought that up. I think Ryback won't lose yet. They're investing a lot into him. Lord Tenzai really has nothing to gain by winning or losing, because they're not building him up for a title. They're not. Right. But Brodus Clay could lose too. You know, it's not the role I expected to see him in, being the one that likes the fans and is like all kid happy. But I'm going to say Lord Tenzai loses, then Brodus Clay and Ryback's streak could go on for 3 to 4 months.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's see who else. Let's take the time to make sure we tell you guys this. If you're going to watch Over the Limit, please, you guys, buy the stream, go to a friend's house, go to a bar, go somewhere where they have it legally. Story is out that they're tracking illegal streams. You know, numerous sites have gotten shut down in the last year. They're saying that the reason they're doing pre-shows is to track your IP, supposedly, from certain wrestling websites. So if you do decide to buy it, you guys can go to WWE.com, buy it on there. You can find out your cable or satellite provider, which, for you guys in UK, like I've said, this is the third time I've said it, you lucky bastards, you get it a lot cheaper than we do, because I end up paying $50 a month for a pay-per-view that is probably going to suck. But yes, I get it in HD, and I don't have to watch it on a leggy stream. Alright, let's go ahead and take a call. What's up? Who is this?
Hi, Tubby. This is, Man XXX Kind.
Okay, man, what's up?
I was wondering, what do you think about the match with John Laurinaitis and John Cena?
Well, it's on screen right now. I hope to God it's not the last match on the card. I think it will be, unfortunately, and I think it's a huge disappointment. But to me, it's bound to happen that somebody's going to interfere for sure. Straight up, John Cena would never lose. If he can beat Brock Lesnar, there's no way in hell he could lose to John Laurinaitis. So the only way he's gonna lose is if somebody interferes, somebody comes out, somebody helps him. But also somebody could come out and screw over John Laurinaitis. Maybe Teddy Long. This is something that I literally just thought of too. Maybe a superstar comes out and cause John Laurinaitis the win, and then the next night Teddy Long hires him back.
Do you think that Teddy Long will get his job back the next night after Over the Limit?
No. If he does lose, I think the WWE would drag it out as long as possible, trying to figure out who the next GM would be. I think they'd be like, well, next week the board of directors is going to have a meeting. So, no, I don't think they're going to name, if he loses, I don't think they're going to name a GM the next night. Maybe an interim.
What about Daniel Bryan versus Punk?
The match I'm most looking forward to. Once again, it should be the main event, but it won't be. I think, to me, that's going to be an awesome match. It's going to go back and forth. They're going to create an epic contest. And in the end, though, I think, well, CM Punk has had the title a long time. So maybe it's time for CM Punk to drop the title. AJ Lee could get involved.
Yeah. What I think is that AJ Lee is gonna screw over Daniel Bryan by distracting him, and she's gonna go for CM Punk up next.
Maybe.
She's gonna bait CM Punk up next.
All right. Do you have a YouTube channel you want to shout out?
Yeah, Mankind.
So please don't call in because I get calls for a month afterwards. What is up? Who is this?
56 Podmaster.
What's up, man? What's your question?
What do you think the WWE is going to do with Zack Ryder? Do you think they'll give him one more title shot or no?
No. Zack is effectively buried as of now. Nope, I don't see him doing anything right now. I think he is just going to continue to putter, and the WWE is they're kind of building up a story because they're technically editing his YouTube show. They're kind of building up a corporate espionage type storyline where Zack Ryder complains and says, WWE edited my true Long Island story. They took it out apart. And that could potentially become a problem, and it could be a storyline down the road. But right now, he's facing Kane on the pre-show. He's going to lose to Kane. If he beats Kane, I'd be shocked, to be honest with you. So I see him losing to Kane, and then he's just going to continue to be in the mid-card. Because he's not going to beat Cody Rhodes. He won't beat Cody Rhodes. And maybe he takes on Santino, but both of those guys are kind of like fan favorites. So you're not going to put up Santino versus Zack Ryder. It wouldn't make any sense. So right now, I don't see him going for any title. I think maybe the WWE, now that they're doing pre-shows, maybe they have an internet championship. Maybe they bring his title on to pay-per-view like Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder at WrestleMania 29 for the internet championship. It's kind of like the television title from back in WWE times, or WCW. So, anything else, man? Alright, thank you very much for calling. Alright, what is up? Who is this? Alright, thank you very much for calling. If you're going to call in, actually pick up. What is up? Who is this?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Is this Tubby?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think about the new All-World stable by Abraham Washington?
I'm a huge AW fan, that's for sure. Who is he all signed? It's Primo and Epico. Did he sign Ziggler and all those people?
Yes.
He did. And does that include Vicky? Because I thought Vicky ran her own stable.
Hold on. No, not Vicky Guerrero, but she signed Primo Epico and Rosa Mendes.
And Rose Mendes. Oh, I thought there was a story going on.
And Mason Ryan.
Mason Ryan.
Do you think Mason Ryan's going to be the next Batista?
No, they compared to him before. Oh, John Cena won on screen. People had said that What are they trying out for him right now? They're trying out Mason Ryan as Dolph Ziggler's bodyguard right now at live shows.
Okay.
Is what they're doing. Mason Ryan is more of a bodyguard type. I like him, but he's kind of like guys like Tyler Rex, and they just never seem to go over.
Okay.
They never seem to be fan favorites, no matter what they do to him. Just like Justin Gabriel. I mean, look what they did to Mason Ryan. First, they had him come out as a beast. They had him turn on Dolph Ziggler months ago. I can't remember how long ago it was, when Vicky had introduced Mason Ryan, and then he turned on him, and the crowd went wild. But then that dropped completely. Nobody liked him anymore.
Right.
And keep going. Go ahead.
And do you think we'll have CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania?
They've talked about it. He's talked about it himself. He said he'd be game for it if the opportunity was right. Possibly. I mean, it could almost be. It's almost like an attitude or a pay-per-view if they do Brock versus Rock or whatever way they go. If it's whoever goes up against the Undertaker, maybe that one waits until WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think that WrestleMania, if Brock stays back for WrestleMania, Rock's there too, John Cena against Undertaker, whoever goes up against Undertaker, you're kind of top heavy. And if you add in Stone Cold, I think they could surpass last year's buy rates for sure. This year's buy rates.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he says he's in great shape. He could go another time, if the opportunity presented itself. But the WWE has been scripting differently so often now because of spoilers, where they'll like write that Monday to prevent spoilers from going out, and they swerve us quite a bit now.
Right.
So would they do a main event that people know about a year ahead of time? I don't think so.
Right.
No, I mean, I would have said last year, sure, because we knew Chris Jericho was coming back months before it happened because of the spoiler sites, and it seems. I don't think the WWE has been killed itself by its writing. I think, honestly, the spoiler sites killed WWE. Because who wants to watch wrestling when they know what's going to happen?
Right.
I don't even watch SmackDown anymore because I just look at the spoilers.
Right.
So.
And one last question.
Go for it.
What do you think about DDP's comment on his in-ring return? Do you think he'll ever be returning to the WWE or making it into the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame for WCW, yes. Yes. I think he'll eventually get it. It probably won't be for, I'd say, 5 years.
Right.
But he was a good superstar, and everybody's using his yoga now, so maybe that's what gets him into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really surprised. I mean, I like DDP. I mean, I remember those days back in the Diamond Cutter, and as far as are you talking about, do you want to see him return, or were you just talking about how he said he wanted to debut? I'm trying to think, which one are you saying?
I'd like to see DDP make one last run, but not necessarily with the WWE. I think he would fit in with the new roster in WWE. I think he'd be better suited in TNA or something like that, or maybe through Japan.
Possibly. I mean, I don't watch New Japan. That's like it's hard for me to say, go over to New Japan. I mean, I watched what DVD was it? They were talking about New Japan and how different it is. Like, unlike here where they cheers go wild, like when you're in Japan, there's like golf claps. Like it's such a different atmosphere. And if one of those guys, like, I want to see if they do return, I would hope it would be like in TNA or WWE where I could see him. I think it would be a bummer for a guy like Goldberg, who I would love to see return, to go to some wrestling organization I don't watch.
Right.
I think that would be a huge disappointment. So hopefully it's not with the WWE, and hopefully it's with TNA. But he'll still get in the Hall of Fame. I mean, look at Ric Flair. He's not in the WWE. He's with TNA, and they allowed him to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
If he goes to TNA, though, and then WWE says, all right, we're going to induct you, it could almost earn TNA a favor. Because I don't know what they gained by Ric Flair being at Hall of Fame. They negotiated some sort of deal. But I also, just like somebody said on Twitter, I think TNA is going to be in the WWE catalog within 10 years. I think that TNA is going to get bought out. I don't see how long they can go, especially with the WWE.
Yeah, they definitely need some changes to be made. But yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling.
Right.
Let's bring that up quick. As I'll put something up on screen here. Let's see. Let's add a match just in case. Let's just put up. Let's say Big Show gets hired back. Let's put up a one-on-one normal match between Big Show. I think this is a way for them not to have to compete against each other and just kind of give Cody Rhodes an easy way off. Original, let's put it dashing. And let's put on the Intercontinental title. There we go. Match conditions. Over the limit. Difficulty legend. Start the match immediately off. Accept. There we go. With him getting kind of rid off in kind of a bad way, it does open up the possibility of a return happening, but it also leaves us without an Intercontinental Championship match. Maybe we get Santino versus Cody Rhodes at the pay-per-view. We got it on SmackDown, if you guys don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but Santino does take on Cody Rhodes on Friday Night SmackDown. We're missing 2 matches, I think, on the card. I think we're still missing 2 feuds, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, let's take another caller. What's up? Who is this?
Tubby?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but WWE uploaded on their official website that starting on their 1,000th episode, they're going to be going to permanent 3-hour Raws.
Yep.
And actually, I have a question for you. Do you think that people in the WWE should have not suspended Rey Mysterio? Like, because, like, actually, I think he's what kind of attracts kids to the programming by flying foods and such. With the suspension of Evan Bourne and Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara's injured, do you think that hurts them with the kids?
No, I think they're doing kind of damage control with it. I mean, Ray, there's numerous people that are, doing stories on like the wrestling sites and rumor sites saying that they're basically coming to bat for Rey Mysterio's character and saying, he doesn't do drugs. God, who was it that was in the story the other day? He's like, Ray even tells me, because he's got kids, he's like, don't come to my house high. He's very strict about what he does. And I think what it was a dietary supplement of some sort that caused it. But I think the WWE was in a position where, they didn't, suspend him for months after he failed that drug test versus when he should have been suspended right away. Instead, they tried to figure out what happened. I think what it does hurt is the possibility of anything happening. That's a third strike right there, because he'd be out of WWE for a minimum of 1 year. And with Sin Cara out, they don't have another masked superstar to do. They want to break the record, so to speak, with 2 masks, the most masks in an arena. With Sin Cara, the rumor is he's going to be back within a month or 2. As far as hurting the kids, the view of the kids, I don't think so. I mean, they discounted all of Rey Mysterio's merchandise 25 to 70%. I don't know if that's a sign that he's going to be leaving. I don't know. Usually when they discount a superstar's merchandise, it's either because they're leaving or they're getting new merchandise.
Yeah. Another question I had for you, Tubby, was they on WWE.com they did that new Revolution thing.
Yep.
Do you think that has anything to do with the PG era ending, or do you think that's going to be PG-14, or what do you think about PG and PG-14?
I'm sick of this. I hate that people keep saying, oh, they're PG, they're this, they're that. You have to realize back the way they talked on TV, that was back before the FCC started putting in all these regulations. The WWE did not go PG because of, them not wanting to do all that stuff. What happened was, everything that led up to it. You had what happened to Benoit, you had the chair shots, you had them basically forever even recognizing Benoit anymore because of what happened. If you go PG-13 or PG-14 or TV-14 or rated M or whatever you do, so what does that mean you get more? Okay, you're still not going to get headshots because they're banned in the WWE. I don't want to see headshots. I don't want to see guys get hurt. I don't want to see guys get brain injuries from concussions. Maybe you get more blading. I don't really want to see blading. I mean, blood is a part of a storyline. You know, to see a guy who's bruised or brattered, what the heck's brattered? Bloodied and battered. But I look back at some of the matches with like a Triple H and HBK in a cage match where they're so covered in blood. Kids, you know, do you really want to see kids watching that? I don't think so. So I think that even if they went to more of a little bit more of an extreme era, you're still not going to get headshots. You're still not going to get tons of blood. I think it would be cool to see a little bit more swearing, a little bit more blood.
Yeah, especially with The Rock and Stone Cold coming back with their language, that's definitely not PG.
Well, actually, it is. People don't understand. Like, there's words you can say. They do have to bleep out quite a bit of it. But PG, everybody thinks it's so, okay, you have to be all, what's up, kids, there's this, there's no swearing. PG, the guidelines, I read them months ago and I forgot them now. They allow for certain swearing, they allow for certain things that go on, but it just bans the super vulgar stuff, like the F word and obscenity. That's why we don't get like bra and panty matches anymore, stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that John Cena avoided the PG thing when he said "go fuck yourself." I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, so I don't think that we're going to necessarily gain the old Attitude Era back. I don't want to see the Attitude Era. I don't want to see guys getting super hurt. I don't want to see guys taking chair shots at all. So even if we go to TV-14, what does that mean? Okay, yeah, we get more swearing. How does swearing help improve a TV show at all? It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like what I was thinking about is that the storylines that they can actually do as PG-14. Like they had CM Punk with the sobriety test. Well, they could do somebody with failing a drug test or something like that. But I heard that you couldn't do that on PG.
No, I don't ever want to see them. They fake injury storylines, but they said it's a company policy that they will absolutely never fake a drug test. They can't legally. Because it is a wellness policy now that they cannot say this person failed a drug storyline. They cannot do it. I think that the WWE kind of shot themselves in the foot. They said with that sobriety test, they're like, WWE personnel is not allowed to drink within 12 hours of a live event. What? All the superstars go out and drink afterwards of the show. What are you talking about? I think that kind of shot themselves in the foot. They kind of went out. But even if... What do you want to see? If you don't want it to be PG anymore, what are you hoping to gain by getting a higher rating? What do you see coming back?
You're back, I'm sorry.
No, what do you see coming back? Like, everybody wants the Attitude Era back, but what do you want to see? We don't have the superstars that can pull off all that stuff.
I mean, the matches or stuff. I know Extreme Rules got canceled. I mean, ECW got canceled because it was too extreme for the PG era. But I'm saying, they could bring hardcore matches back and stuff like that. I mean, they're doing this TLC stuff, but I want to see like what Kane was doing back in the days when he was lighting people on fire and stuff.
I don't necessarily want to see that. I would like to see a lot more matches that aren't always just singles matches on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. But it's also writing. I mean, it's hard to script and write when your storylines are getting blown on the internet.
Yeah.
When stuff comes out. So, do you have a YouTube channel you want to pimp out, sir?
Yes, I do. It's Mr. E Guy 87.
Mr. E Guy 87, guys. Go check him out. Thank you very much for your call. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and cover this quick, because if you didn't know, and I honestly didn't even know, I saw it on Twitter really quick and didn't take the time to reveal a story. At a USA Network season premiere event in New York City, John Cena revealed on Twitter that Monday Night Raw will expand to a 3-hour show. Now, there was talks months ago about them adding a pre-show, kind of like they do with pay-per-views now. I don't know if that's what they're doing, or it says, our new 3-hour Raw show represents the next generation of interactive television, where our fans won't just watch, they will help create it. Starting with the historic 1000th episode on Raw on July 23rd, the WWE Universe will have new ways to get involved with the show through WWE.com and social media by deciding matches, stipulations, superstar development, and more. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Stay with WWE.com for more breaking news on this story. If you want to sound off, use hashtag 3Hour Raw. Crazy. It's kind of like Cyber Sunday, but we get to control a lot more stuff. I think that's cool. But it could be also a lot more rigged as well, where we think we're controlling stuff, but we're really not. I mean, if you have Divas and you put them in, okay, do you want to see them in a bra and panties match, or pajamas match, or a winter parka match? Like, of course you're going to choose bra and panties. I mean, they make it pretty obvious. So, well, what is up? Who is this?
Hey, this is Mr. 07.
Yep. What's up?
Hey, Tubby. I just wanted to ask, on WWE.com it said something about a revolution. What do you think it is? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. We talked about it quite a bit. I don't know necessarily if it means we're going to PG-13 or TV-14, or if a superstar is returning, or I just want to sit back and enjoy the journey.
All right.
I don't want to. Nowadays, my channel and the internet and everything dictates spoiling everything. As a fan, I just want to sit back and be surprised. Because SmackDown gets... I don't watch SmackDown anymore because I read the spoilers. So, as a fan, I don't want to go and look and spoil it for myself. I just want to have it come, and I want to see somebody return, or I want to see them... maybe it's the 3-hour show. Maybe that's the revolution they're talking about. Because it's people power. Maybe that's all it is. Who knows? What do you want the revolution to be?
Well, my personal thoughts was because Paul Heyman recently returned, and I was thinking about ECW making a return.
Possibly. I don't necessarily. I don't know. That would be with the WWE Network. I think they do want to expand their shows out, and it could definitely be a possibility. I don't know if it'll become a full brand again.
Yeah.
But you want to pimp out your YouTube channel one more time?
Wait, again?
Yeah, go ahead and pimp it out.
Okay.
What's your channel? Go ahead and tell everybody your channel so they can check it out.
Oh, okay. It's Greg Murphy.
Greg Murphy.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much for calling. All right, let's take this call. They've called in a bunch of times. What is up? Who is this? All right, thank you very much for calling. Big Show picks up the win. Whether or not we'll see this match at the pay-per-view, we're going to have to wait and see. But that pretty much does it for the over-the-limit pay-per-view predictions. We covered all the matches. We talked about all the stuff. The Revolution equals Eve Torres's boobs. Mankind. I don't know about that. I mean, she's got some nice boobs, but I like Kelly better. So, there it is, guys. My name is Tubby Moo. Thank you very much. Well, let's take one more call. What is up? Who is this?
Oh, Tubby.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, what about Chris Jericho? Because I recently went to Raw at Pittsburgh, and after the show actually ended, he had a match against Chris Jericho. I mean, CM Punk for the WWE Championship. So do you think after the Fatal 4-Way match, what do you think he's going to do?
Probably stay in the WWE until SummerSlam. I think WWE is just screwing with us. I don't think he would leave just because of the fact that he's losing. He doesn't mind losing. He tells people just to sit back and enjoy the show. So I don't think he'll leave. I think he'll still be in the WWE. What he'll do next is probably have a feud with Randy Orton. Something will probably happen in that match where he costs somebody the win, and then they're going to feud from there on.
Okay. Well, I think it's Sheamus, because when Sheamus was commentating, then Jericho threw Randy Orton into Sheamus.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. All right, you want to talk about YouTube channel?
Yeah, Lokester99.
All right, thank you very much for calling. All right, we'll take one more call. Here we go. I'm going to decline these. This is your last chance, 619-618-0268. We'll take your calls. You guys can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/TubbyMoo, and Facebook.com/TubbyMoo. Go ahead and give me a call right now, 619-618-0268. Last call of the day, last call of the stream for Over the Limit. Here we go. What is up? Who is this?
Hello.
All right, thank you for calling. What is up? Who is this?
It's Cool Fizz 09 again. I was just wondering what you were thinking about, like, The Miz, and how he got such a big push last year.
Make sure you meet the stream first.
What? Oh, yeah. There.
Yeah, last year he got a huge push. It was, but then he failed. I mean, everybody says, like, they blame him for the buy rates at Survivor Series. I don't. I mean, who puts The Rock and John Cena versus Awesome Truth? That's the worst booking I've ever seen. But hopefully with him getting so degraded and so far down, it gives him more inspiration and he gets better on the mic again and he wants to build that same animosity up and he gets back to the main event. I think it's a possibility with Raw, especially if you look at who Raw's got now. Raw's really got nobody else as far as a big superstar anymore. So I think we could potentially see The Miz get back up because this is a pay-per-view that he started going downhill. This is when he lost to John Cena in a 2-on-1 match, basically, with Alex Riley against John Cena. So I think The Miz will start to get better, but I think it'll take some time.
And do you think he will ever go face? Like, a good guy?
No. Don't want him to.
Do you think he'll go back to his pretty boy routine?
I hope not. I like him being cocky on the mic. I like him giving Corey Ledesma shit. I like that, but he's got to change it up some bit. He's got to change it up somehow because constantly complaining about being the best and then losing is getting old. So he's got to find some way to be the bad guy without losing all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, sir. All right. That pretty much does it, guys, for the Over the Limit pay-per-view live stream. You guys can check out. I went back and bought 10 games. Let me go through them really quick. I bought SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown vs. Raw, and Here Comes the Pain for PS2. On Nintendo 64, if I can ever get the damn thing to work, I bought WCW NWO Revenge, WCW vs. NWO World Tour, WWF Warzone, WrestleMania 2000, Hardcore ECW Revolution, WWF Attitude Era, and WWF No Mercy, which some people claim to be one of the greatest games. 10 games in all I've bought. I'm trying to get the N64 to show up. It's being a dick and keeps shutting down. That pretty much does it. Guys, thank you very much for checking out the live stream, hanging out with me through all the failures and the trials and tribulations of a stream just shitting out on itself. My name is Tubby. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you this Sunday. You guys get it on WWE.com if you want to buy it, or use your local satellite or cable provider and buy it on pay-per-view, guys. Have a good day. Tubby out.